morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your attention to listen to my speech. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to François Barrault and also Jacques Moulin to invite me on this stage. We have been working with EDAT platform since a long time, and we are the member of the big sponsor and also member of EDAT. We think this platform is a very good platform for everybody that allows us to exchange the idea and also the strategy together to find the solution for the future needs. So today, my topic will be based on the 5G, because we believe that the 5G is getting faster than expectation. So you can see on the map that in the 3G area, very few countries that launch at the first year of 3G, maybe just some Asia country, such as Japan, Korea. And in the 4G, there has already been more than 10 countries launched the commercial network in the first initial years. But in the 5G, more than 30 countries initialized the network, commercial network in 2019. So we can say 2019 is the first commercial initial years for the 5G. And let's talk about maybe China, because a lot of people, even the minister in the morning, I follow also here her speech. Yeah, that China is becoming more and more technology and becoming also the competitor, I think, against maybe American technology. But if you see 20 years ago, China is very behind in the technology. We are not in the first row in 3G, either in 4G. But the Chinese government and also 3 operators is doing everything to put a 5G launch in the first of the year in 2019. Why? The reason is like that. We can say there's a lot of competition in the technology side. In 3G, actually, Huawei is becoming a technology company in 3G. Actually, we are created, we were the startup in 1989. And in 2000 is the first year of the 3G. And Huawei is still very small. And at that stage, we're becoming bigger and bigger. And the 4G create a lot of new companies such as GAFA, such as Uber, such as Twitter. So 5G, people always believe that a new company will be also appear. But who are they? Today, nobody knows. But we believe that the 5G can really create the new business model and enter everywhere in the industry. So I think in very few, maybe years, the new company and the new applications will be appear on the stage for the 5G. Let's say, who are they? But I believe that the first to enter in the 5G will also enter in the AI technology, intelligent artificial. As everybody talk about 5G plus AI, I will talk also later. What is our point of view, AI plus 5G? So the second thing here is that if we look at the device, because device today is becoming also the ecosystem, one part of the ecosystem in the 5G and also in the 4G. I still remember 20 years ago when iPhone created the first smartphone, the iPhone 3. It was appreciated by the market and becoming an amazing telephone and replacing the feature phone. At that stage, you can see that Nokia phone is disappeared by the full screen, the iPhone, because the consumer like the new technology and like the new life in the technology. So the first 3G telephone, if you remember 20 years ago, cost very expensive. So every phone in the 3G, it's above $400 US. But today, 4G smartphone, if you look at a lot of phone in the market, the threshold for the smartphone becoming $100 US. And in the 5G, you can find massively the different device of it, the smartphone format. Not only just smartphone, full screen, but you can have your wearable equipment, such as watch, such as glasses, and even the television will be also smart because of the 5G technology. So that become an easier accessibility for the consumer to using the 5G technology to change and to improve the life quality. And the third thing is that if we set up a threshold about 500 million subscribers, and 3G used almost 9 years and 4G, 6 years. And 5G, we believe it needs only 3 years. So let's look at what can be the difference. I have been heard also people looking for what is the killer applications. Let's talk about the applications, what exist today in Asia, in China, and in the many other countries. So the first thing is we believe the experience. With the 5G technology, the high bandwidth and also low latency, first of all, it can improve massively for the quality of the video. So everybody today using the video. YouTube is the video. Twitter, you can also push out your video. Yeah. But with a real high quality video, 4K, it can be only supported by the 5G technology. And for the operators, telecom operators, if they are using the 5G, that can help them to extend the capacity of the network from today to 6 times bigger tomorrow with the 5G technology, with a very few increase of the cost. And everybody maybe in this room, you think always you have a misfeeling that the speed is not enough fast. And even you can feel that the speed is getting slowed down. Actually, it's not the speed that is getting slow. It's because you need more speed. Account your telephone, smartphone, how many applications that you have in your smartphone. You are not stopping to increase more and more applications in your smartphone. And all these applications need the data exchange, need the download speed. So you always feel that the speed is not involved. That's why the telecom operator, they have the paradox as them. At the same time, they don't increase their revenue. At the next time, they need to invest a lot to extend their network. So we believe so the best ecosystem and the healthy ecosystem should be increase the experience, give you more applications, and you would like to pay a little bit more. They get money, and they will invest in the infrastructure and also pay more tax to the government. And we believe that will be a healthy ecosystem. So AR and VR, virtualized reality plus augmented reality, this becoming a new life for everybody. I don't know how many between you have been already see the film, which is directed by the Steven Hansberg last year, called The Player One. How many of you have seen this film? Actually, the 5G plus AR and the VR technology provide you the signal life in the virtualization. Maybe a lot of people don't care about this because we focus on the real life. But if you think about that, if you look at just the real life, you can have only one life. But you can also have another life in the virtualization. And this can be only provided by the AR, VR plus 5G technologies. And you can see very easily, this is not joking. This is really happened in Korea with more than 10,000 5G base stations. And 1 month, they get more than 1 million subscribers on the 5G using AR and VR. And this technology also helping a lot of people, particularly the young generation, to have different functionality when they look at the video, look at the TV. They can help you by yourself, zoom in, zoom out, change the different angle when you watch the TV show, when you watch the sportive show, on a live show. Yeah, that can really provide a different experience with this technology. And 5G, what is the relationship between 5G and fiber? We say that 5G can be complementary to compensate fiber, but not a competitor fiber. Why we say that? Because every country, including also European, set up the target to cover, by the fiber to everywhere, to reach 30 mega in 2020. But we still find a huge gap to reach this target because of a lot of reasons, such as lack of resource, lack of investment, delay of the approval, administration approval. So I think 5G can perfectly resolve this issue, because 5G, only one site can cover more than 10 kilometers coverage. And also to install 1 BTS of the 5G can provide the same speed as fiber, because we think 5G is the fiber in the air. So I give you some example, like Globe in the Philippines, BT in the UK, and also Sunrise in the Switzerland. All the CEO of these companies in the different countries, they are using the 5G technology to cover the rural area, to provide what the fiber cannot provide in times. So the CEO of the Sunrise, Mr. Olaf, who is the previous Orange executive director, he said, 5G fills the digital divide and allows the rural area to have the same broadband as the cities. And 5G plus AI. Some of speakers talk about this in this morning. So I would like to present some real case, what has happened in China and also in Asia. A lot of industry changed because of AI and the fiber. But the real case is what? Some of the industry application developer install the AI chipset and also 5G in the drone. And this drone can help do a lot of job that human cannot do. For example, they can do the inspection of the maintenance for the electricity high tension cable in the air. So this is very dangerous, and that can help also to the firemen to do some expectation and also some maintenance of the very high buildings. The second example is the port. Yeah. A lot of ports are becoming digitalized because they need a very low latency to control the crane. But the only technology that they can use today is the fiber. But the fiber, when they use every 6 months, they have to change the fiber, because the fiber roll out, and that easily damaged very quickly. Yeah, but with the 5G, they provide even better latency and also very high bandwidth to control, have a very precise location on the crane. I think this is also the best applications today. So this is an example in China. As you said, China has a lot of mining resource, and also we can say terres rares. So the mining, when exploring the mining, we need the big truck, we need the engineering working on this. So the problem is what? To be safe working on the mining site, the people can only work 7 hours, maybe maximum 8 hours per day. Even with this timing limited, there are more than 200 casualties, people injured, happen every year. What kind of security that you provide, that can be always have this one. Yeah. So today, we're working with the company who provide the autonomous car and using 5G technology and also AI. So nobody today driving the big truck, and the truck can even working much more than 8 hours. So what is the effect? That is 0 casualty in 1 year, and also save the cost of $5 million US dollars per year. So this is the real case, what has happened. The next case I would like to introduce is the inspection of the road maintenance. More than 100 million miles in China need to be detected and to be inspected. So while we're working with China Telecom and also Road Inspection Authority to develop the applications, providing the best technology with the normal speed cars on the road to detect what need to be repaired, what don't need to be repaired. So this is also one of the applications in the 5G technologies. Behind us, we think we can also do more, not only with the 5G, but the wireless technology is also doing the coverage in the village side. So this is what also the Minister Bunashe has said. that the France government create a project is White Zone. And Huawei, in the past 10 years, we are very focused in the White Zone project. During the 3,500 sites, we contribute more than 50% our participation in this White Zone. As you may also say that in a different scenario, that we can work with the wireless technology. And also we believe that the 5G can be also deployed in this White Zone. And our strategy of Huawei, and we decide not cover the Paris because of a lot of sensible problems. We are the technology company, we're doing our business, but we are not very keen to do the politician. So if the government doesn't want us to touch the sensitive data and to cover in Paris, and we believe we can provide the best technology to the village, why not? The French village need also a best technology of 5G, right? So the last things I would like also to say that the technology, such as AI, is not just helping the businessmen, helping the companies to develop their economy, but we can also do it with the disabled people. Yeah. So we are developing a project that we call that the Store Inside. So this project is invented by Huawei last year with our smartphone and also our AI teams. This project can help the deaf people to improve how to read by the AI technology. And we are now helping more than 35,000 deaf people in this world to improve their read. And I'm very happy to see also this innovation and this development application has been awarded in Cannes Innovation Festival in 2019. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think let's embrace the new technology, because new technology not just help to growth of our economy, but can help also to cover the rural area, to let these people have also the internet access, and that can be also help for the disabled people to improve their life. I think this is what we have to do and we have to look at. Thank you very much for your attention.